Assalamu alaikum, guys. We finished the closing, just got home, got all of my docs, got all the keys. Let's see what it, he's got it in a cigar box, kind of cool. And yeah, Alhamdulillah, successful day, long day, number of things that we had to knock out, but it's all good. And I have a few clips of me and Ali and Yahya throughout the day, and inshallah you enjoy it. Alf Mabruk, and here's to many more, inshallah. All right, assalamu alaikum. So we are heading to do the walkthrough for the Bush Boulevard property. Closing is today, alhamdulillah. Closing documents have been reviewed, money has been sent. This is the moment of truth. We just go walk around, make sure inshallah everything is still as expected, go do the closing at the title company. And you know, next step is starting to work with the realtor, the tenants, communicate to the tenants the new information, who they should be paying, things like that. Start looking for opportunities to improve the leases in areas where the leases might be expired or expiring soon. Start looking for the new terms of that lease. Start working with the contractors that we've been in discussions with to get going on those improvements that we're going to be making. There's, of course, the two pathways. You have just regular improvements or repairs, let's call it, and then there are major rehauls or renovations or modifications to the building. So for example, one idea could be putting some additional windows or additional doors, some additional glass panes somewhere on the building to make it more attractive, especially to a different type of tenant. So this is one of the things that we're looking to do, inshallah. And then of course additional lighting, you know, maybe some fencing in some areas to prevent pedestrians that just use the parking lot to walk through it. And assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Okay, we are walking through the building right now. Got a chance to talk to a couple of the tenants, looking at some of the things that we need to get going on immediately, but everything looks good as expected. Just strategizing about, you know, future steps with some of the tenants and who's doing what. But yep, next step is going to the title company. Here we are, 4809 Bush Boulevard. The really cool thing about this location, let me show you how close the masjid is. So we have the masjid literally next door. So that's the masjid. You could literally touch both buildings at the same time if you have like an 8-foot arm span. Look at that. So that's pretty cool. The other thing is, a lot of these businesses around here are Muslim owned businesses, restaurants, cafes, barbershops, cell phone repair, bunch of different Muslim businesses. So that's going to be something that I think with time, you know, we'll be able to cater to some of those tenants as well. This is my least favorite part, all that money. It's okay. So we just got the money out. And yeah, from here, it's go time, baby. One of the things that you have to figure out during this process is the rents. So let's say you have 15, 16, 17 tenants. You figure out who's made which payment. Is anyone late on rent? Do you have to return once it's collected? You have to credit the buyer or credit the seller that amount that was collected after the fact, after the transaction. If the seller has collected some funds that goes into the future month, you have to make sure to show up the credit for the buyer. In this case, it would be us. So this is something that you can work with the title company to figure out, and you could work with the seller themselves, and you have to work with the tenants. You have to put something together called an estoppel certificate. Basically, it's a certification for all the terms of the lease. So that would include the start and end date, the cycle, the billing cycle, which months have been paid, the amount, any security deposit that's been paid. All of those things are critical to make sure that you're all on the same page. Of course, you have the leases, but you want to confirm that the leases are all up to date. There could have been an amendment, there could have been a revised lease or whatever. And so this document, this estoppel certification, confirms that you're on board with the tenant. And so what happened now is some of the tenants, there was some inconsistency between the closing statement and what the tenants paid. And so we're just grabbing a cashier's check for a couple $1,000 because there was an inconsistency in what was paid and what was supposed to have been paid. But we'll get that all settled and on to the final step. I'm vlogging, Yahya. Do you have anything to say to the people?
I just have to say welcome to our vlog and happy to be here.
Here you are.
Anything you have to say, Ali?
Thank you.
You're welcome.
To the people at home?
No, not really.
You want to make a quick dua? الله يوفقنا ويوفقكم إن شاء الله أجمعين وتبقى تجارة ناجحة full of بركة إن شاء الله وإن شاء الله تكون one of many steps where we are إن شاء الله bringing together the brothers into making these fruitful investments إن شاء الله.
Oh man, last minute, I snuck in.
Did you bring the check?
I did.
Cashier's check.
By the way, Yahi didn't do anything.
There's only $10,000?
Yeah, it's just a rent difference.
Oh, okay.
All right, so we're done. Finished all the closing. I'm standing here with Paul. Paul is the seller, and he's been an absolute pleasure to work with. Paul's been in this business, the real estate business, for how long?
About 30 years.
30 years, and he's chock full of wisdom. He's been sharing with me a lot of great tidbits for moving things along. And Paul, if you care to share a few things about your
Absolutely,
experience, something for someone that's starting off.
First of all, I want to thank these guys for giving me a lot of money today. That doesn't hurt. And anybody, I encourage you to find, first of all, a way to earn the money and save the money. Be careful, be frugal. Once you start putting that chunk of money away and you then can deploy it into real estate, it's highly recommended. You get a lot of tax advantages you can't get in other places. And the income, the cash flow is a beautiful thing too. And if you can get to a point like these guys, you may pay cash for something, even better, less complicated, less costly. So I encourage it, and I congratulate these guys for being smart enough to get into this game of real estate. And don't buy all the quick get rich stuff. It takes time, patience, and all those things ultimately don't have anything underwriting them. Don't get me going. But anyway, you can't go too wrong with real estate. You really can't. And I'm very happy I did. I'm glad these guys are doing it. Good luck to everybody out there.
Thanks, Paul.
Okay, pleasure.
After a long day of hard work, running around, going here and there, bank runs, getting on the phone with the attorney, last minute fixes, freakouts, you have to enjoy a little bit of shawarma with hummus. Check that out. Let me hit it with a little bit of shatta first. That's more than a little bit. Bismillah. Celebrate, take the time to recognize, Alhamdulilah, a big accomplishment. Here we go. Inshallah, next one. Assalamu alaikum.